It's like, hey guys, do y'all remember like back in high school like thug notes?
I
Like
actually don't,
you
because
know, it's like, yo man, my boy Grindle over here got his ass kicked by my boy Beowulf. It's like, oh my god, it's just so funny.
well, no, I went to a rich white prep kid school that had to bus in people of different colors. So when I want an explanation like that, I just go to the remedial rooms.
Ah, there you go, there you go.
I
Evan,
was
where'd
hoping
you
that would
go?
get us shut down.
I went to public school
Ah,
where I
ah.
used to. There was probably a fight on my bus in my public school, probably about every week.
No, that's about my school. Yeah,
That means
there's.
about every week I was guaranteed, for any reason, I was pretty much guaranteed to get home later than I thought I was going to.
So,
My favorite time at my school was like, because fights never broke out in the school itself. They were always like after somewhere.
Hmm.
And my favorite thing ever was when two black girls got in a fight at like a majority white prep kid school, and one of them like grabbed the other and was dragging her by her weave down the hallway, but she did it by the lunchroom during lunchtime, and no one had ever seen anything remotely close to that before. And it
how
was like
uncivilized.
it was like children meeting Santa Claus. Like I don't
Oh
know
my
how to
god.
explain it. Just like
Mom, what's a weave?
Are you
pretty much
sure we want them in this school?
Oh my god. No, oh shit.
oh, I leveled up for that.
No,
Wait,
I'm trying to remember. Like, we had. Okay, this is going to sound really like I'm telling a lie here, but I'm not. Like, at my high school, the band kids are actually really cool. And no one
yeah,
ever believes me when I
band kids
tell them
were
that.
awesome
Yeah, the
at my
band kids
school.
were awesome in my school. And one of the guy was like, he called one of my buddies a band nerd, and he literally whooped the ever living shit out of that guy. And we went to the championships or the last competition, and our band director was like, "All right, guys." The guy's name was Cody. He was like, "All right, guys, what y'all need to do to the other team, the other bands, is just you need to Cody them hard."
Cody.
And I was like, "Wow, what a time to be alive."
I remember
Uh,
seeing a fight where these two girls were fighting. They kicked each other's ass down the bleachers, and there was one. Well, they started grabbing their head, but I guess the other girl had pulled out the other girl's extensions, so there were just pieces of hair laying everywhere. And they picked some poor freshman guy to go around with the garbage bag and clean up the extensions for the hair.
Why the freshman, freaking freshman? Hey, don't point your gun at us, Jesus.
Didn't we have a side mission over here? What happened to that?
I
Oh,
thought you
completed.
were
That's what I.
selecting. I thought this is your world.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. So my favorite fight in high school is actually that story belongs to Scott. Scott Griffin. You'll remember him.
Yeah, that's
So
good.
he went to Grissom, and he said there was a stoner kid and like a football player who just had a feud, and he said he can't remember what that feud was about, but he just knows that like it lasted for years and everyone knew about it. Kid's name was like Zach Tarantini, who was a stoner kid, and then there was some other guy, the big the football player. He was like a lineman, and he had his lineman name. I don't know. We'll call him Thud. I don't know. I feel like that's a
Thud.
We'll call him Greg Thud. And like,
My
so
boy's
Zach
gonna be football.
Tarantini had gotten his like it was junior or senior year, and he had gotten his girlfriend pregnant, and everyone knew about it. So like the stoner kid got his girlfriend pregnant and stuff. And then this was right before this was during football season. So one of their pep rallies, they had something called Character Day, where everyone dresses up as like a normal person.
Oh no.
So the lineman comes to school as Zach Tarantini's unborn child, and he like this
Oh,
250 like pound 6'3" behemoth of a man is standing there, and like he comes to school in a bonnet and a diaper. And like, and he's got a comically oversized baby bottle, and he's carrying around a rattle with him, telling everyone who he is. And like at lunchtime, Zach's heard about it, and he walks up over, and like dude's sitting there in his bonnet and like the diaper and stuff, just standing there. Then he looks at him, and Zach slaps the comically oversized baby bottle across the room. Like trying to start a fight, looks at him. Linebacker stands up, takes the bonnet off his head, and says, "Fuck are you gonna do about it?" And then they just start brawling
Dang.
in the middle of the lunchroom, and it is my favorite visualization because I'm seeing a giant man baby beat the crap out of a stoner kid, and I cannot.
It's always the stoner kids. They always, oh man. I feel like
Again,
most of the fights I saw were between like stoner kids. Like one of them was he was like a drug dealer, and like one guy apparently he had sold this other guy some weed, and like it wasn't like enough like per gram or whatever, and like he started fighting, and literally right outside the lunch hall, just like threw the guy on the ground, and started beating his ass over just
fun.
like maybe like a gram or two that he sold short. I'm like, damn, this is
We had a fight during a pep rally because some kid was trying to buy weed off another kid and the bad during it, and the other kid sold him grass clippings.
no.
And they just started fighting during the pep rally, and the teacher's trying to do like some Olympic-themed stuff while the entire sophomore section of the room is just chanting "fight" at the top of their lungs while these two kids actually wrestle each other down the bleachers. And they're bringing in teachers, but the kids are swinging on the teachers while everyone's chanting "fight." But no one on the floor can acknowledge it, so everyone in the room except for the teachers is watching this go on.
My lord. Man, it's just like, what blows my mind is that you can't even like defend yourself anymore. Like, even if you get in a fight, you still get in trouble.
Well, yeah, my dad always said, because he was, they grew up in like Selma and stuff back in the 60s, and his parents always raised him like, hey, you should never have to get in a fight, because if you're nice enough, everyone's going to be willing to fight for you.
That is very true. Like,
And,
I have
my dad
Ryan
said
and Nick on my side. You know, who wants to fight Nick? Like, no one.
like,
I ain't fighting Nick.
his
I ain't
parents
get my
were,
ass
like,
whooped for no reason.
because my grandparents on my dad's side they weren't like rich or anything. They were just very nice, and they always opened up their home to like everyone. They would have people over. They loved doing service for their community and stuff. And all the like the poor kids in the area, which was a lot because it was Selma during the 60s, were like great friends with my dad's family. And they said a bully tried to pick a fight with them once before like, and he never heard from the kid again. Because like everyone knew about it, and just, you know, he got the bully parent got threatened by like 30 people. Like, no, don't do it.
Dang. But no, that's a very true statement.
Confrontation. It was just like like a bunch of people came up to him and said, "Don't do it. We'll kick your ass."
Yeah, make friends, not enemies. That way you get in a fight, you have a lot of people backing you up.
I've never actually been in a fight because I try to talk people down with words, and my favorite one is like when someone threatened to beat me up. I was like, anyone can beat me up. That's not an accomplishment. That makes you less special.
Yeah, I feel like people like they
How do you
get
come
into
back from
fights. That's a good point. I feel like people get in fights because they don't know how to fucking talk, and like they're pretty much dumbasses. They don't know how to actually have an argument. So they just get in a fight because that's all they can do.
I just help people with their homework. I did because I was the only guy in my class who like was good at all the history assignments and stuff. So I would have people who like would never ever talk to me otherwise, and they say, "Evan, what'd you make on the last test?" I say 100. They say, "You want to help me out with this homework?" I say, "Yeah, sure." And then I wouldn't ask them. You don't ask people for favors after you help them. You just try to help them.
Yeah.
Like this. Like if you have to ask somebody for something, if you help them, you're a scumbag.
Yeah,
That's just the way I was raised. Like if you have to be like, all right, I scratch your back, you scratch mine now, like some sort of fucking mob boss, then you're just a piece of shit.
yeah.
And, but like, so I would just help them out, and then like after a while, after I started helping them, I would just hear like these guys like because I used to think very highly of people that like used to like smoke weed, and then I just had all the guys that would help that would smoke hella grass would just come to me down the hallway and go, "Evan, what's up, bitch ass?" I'd be like, "Hey guys." Like it was just it was just a complete dynamic change, and after that, like it was just like I would have people from like other places would come up and like say stuff to me because I was cool with so and so, or I helped out this guy, and sometimes it got to the point where people didn't actually ask for my help anymore, or they just actually wanted to hang out with me. So that was like it was really interesting.
Because I feel like people get stuck in the being used phase of that, and
how did he get over there? I was shooting at him, and then he's just
one man army, bitches.
Oh, I see how.
Yeah,
So
you
it
get
dropped something purple, and I was like, oh, well, I'm never getting that. And then I see Evan drop down.
It's
I never had Ooh, purple armor.
But like, I mean, I grew up doing martial arts, and like, here's the okay. I grew up doing martial arts for like a long time, and I was ever since elementary school, I was constantly doing Taekwondo, and never stopped. And like, but here's the thing, like what Evan was saying, like if you just treat people good, like people will come to your aid. And like, but then another thing on top of that, like people knew that I did Taekwondo, but no one ever just wanted to start a fight with me because it's just one, I didn't give them a reason to, and two, they knew because I did martial arts for a very long time, so they just don't want to. You know what I mean? If there's no reason to.
Nobody wants to try their hand.
No one wants to try their hand, especially if you don't do anything.
Yeah, there are very few people who well, some people will just try to whoop your ass just because they just want to try to whoop your ass. Like there's some people just will still try to fight you.
Yeah, they got that testosterone going through their balls right there.
Yeah, they'll say I don't give. I got some Taekwondo of my own. It's called a personal ass whooping. Like people still will try to fight you.
Hey, can someone take out that sniper up there?
Yeah, I got him. I'm focusing on
shooting
him.
at me.
Poke the head out. He's gone.
Because I never had to get into a fight. Like, once I got to high school, like, middle schoolers were just dicks to each other.
Dude, middle school was like, I don't know who fucking thought middle school was a good idea. But, like, literally, the worst type of... People are the fucking worst in middle school. Like, I don't care... Even, like, some of the Christian people are some of the most god-awful, horrible pieces of shit. I'm a Christian myself, so I'm okay with saying that. Like, I was maliciously, like, made fun of. But here's the funny thing about that. I became... And I don't even say this to be like, look at me, look how fucking cool I was. Like, senior year...
look at me, look how fucking cool I was.
Oh, look at me. No, but seriously, though, senior year...
My religion in middle school.
Oh, my God. No, but senior year... Like, I remember when my best friends came up to me, and he was just like, dude, like, you're like a prep. I'm like, wait, what? He was like, yeah, like, me and my friends talk about it all the time. Like, you know, I was still best friends with this guy. He was like, yeah, but you just hang out with all the cool kids now, and, like, everyone, like, looks up to you. I'm like, what are you talking about? But apparently, like,
nice.
Yeah, I'm just being a nice guy. Like, I make friends everywhere. Like, but you know what's funny about that? There were those preps that were at our high school, but everyone fucking hate them. Like, they were the biggest, probably reason why I hate Auburn so much is one of them. I hated his damn guts. Such an asshole. God. But anyway, some people are just, God, geez, some people are just assholes just by genetics, I feel like, and they stay like that for a long time. And that's how, like, I knew who I was. Like, I just don't mess with people who just, like, love just to treat people like shit. Like, you know exactly the people I'm talking about. They're just like, there's a difference between a funny asshole and, like, just being a pure horrible person.
I like to think I'm a funny asshole.
Yeah, you're a funny asshole for sure. Like, you make funny jokes, makes me laugh. Like, yeah, no, you're funny, and like, but
because I try to take shots at everything equally. Like, I am flawed as a person, no doubt. So someone should definitely make fun of me for that.
Yeah. So I mean, you get how to make a joke, have fun, but like, damn, like assholes who don't know how to do it back. All they do is like make fun of other people, and then like if you make fun of them, they get really butthurt and defensive.
I'm lost. Hold on.
I'm lost. Oh, me and Evan are just doing the Crusades over here. Am I right?
Mm-hmm.
Because okay, so I tried to pick up that riot shield that was like Wait, how did y'all get there? Oh, there it is. There's a door.
Yeah, you can just spot. Oh, I'm being shot. I'm in danger.
That riot shield that was like. It said you can hold your a primary weapon in it. And I
the
thought
Crusader one.
Yeah.
Yeah, you can't do LMGs. I know. I hate to destroy you, but I have to tell you, I had to set you free.
Well, that was the whole reason I picked it up.
I know. I think I talked to you about that like the other day, but it's been so long since we've talked about it. But yeah, you can't use LMGs, which that would have been awesome. It's like you're a freaking what vehicle is that?
A tank?
No, not a tank. What's the other one? It's like a
APC?
BTR.
Oh yeah, BTR.
Okay, I can remember it. Ramirez, shoot that BTR.
That BTR hasn't acquired us yet.
That BTR has. Man.
Sarge, the HQ just go tells the FR cells. Pretty much, Corporal.
Pretty much, Corporal.
So, hey, Holly's going to be here in a bit, so I'm going to have to take a brief hiatus. And
Yeah, it's all good. We're gonna continue
we're
to
going to pay
stream.
bills. First I'm going to show her how to use the Bowflex and just kind of set it up. And then while she does that, I'm going to play video games with y'all, and then we're going to have to pay bills.
Oh yeah, it's all good. We'll probably continue to stream like for a little bit. All right, let's see.
Uh-oh, I need help.
Help! Help!
I forgot how to tank.
Help!
Alright, some...
Who has
Okay,
that like
this is
LMG
exponentially
silence?
better.
That sounds nasty.
Okay, let me take off the shield real quick.
Is that you, Evan?
I think so, yeah.
Shoot your gun. No, I think it's Blobby. Oh, it's Blob. No, yeah, it's Blob.
Yeah.
What did I hear? It was like a like it was like
I
super
bet
high
both
pitch.
of ours shooting at the same time.
It might have been the drone.
Yeah.
I think I look like, if you look at my character, I look like I'm part of like the SAS, but like I went to go play paintball and I forgot to take my paintball mask off. Hey, comrade. That's not even British. I can't do a British accent. I don't know why. I can't do a British.
Well, you gotta do it. You gotta sound like Michael.
It's really not that hard.
It's really not that hard.
All you gotta do is get the imperialist mindset.
Imperious mindset. We have to attack India.
Knock knock, who's there? It's England!
We're here to take over everything you have.
It's history of the world, and it's just like one portion. Knock knock, it's Britain.
Do you love Spice Run?
So if y'all haven't noticed, we are playing games drunk tonight.
Can you equip 2 different types of Seeker Mind?
I think so.
No one.
Nope, but I can equip this badass pistol. Yeah!
Get it now at GameStop for free.
Which only has 9 shots.
Here's mine. It has 2.
That is big gun, comrade.
That is... he must have 14-inch penis.
That is largest penis. That's bigger penis than Helga.
14-inch.
I can feel Blobby just starting to get heated now.
No, I'm actually drinking wine to cool down.
Alright. Let's see here. There's a side mission like literally right to the north.
Yeah.
I thought it said Oda retail store, and I was like, oh, Nobunaga, question mark?
Okay, so don't waste your time on the auto turret for that normal one. The drone is better than the auto turret.
Yeah, that's what I've seen. I like, and besides, the turret is like, the sniper turret is probably is the best one. Put it on a high elevation.
I actually love the flamethrower turret because if you can angle it right, it is a boss melter and area denial. Because like when you have all those people rush at you, flamethrower turret, turn it on. They'll just run into it.
Interesting.
Oh, hold on. Let me
And just like that, they were gone.
We suppress.
Does that thing ever run out of bullets? I'm confused. Do you have the infinite? Do you have the infinite? Oh my gosh! Do you have the infinite ammo glitch going on? Oh.
No, it is just a 200 bullet suppressed SMG. I don't know.
An
why.
SMG or an LMG?
LMG.
Oh, I better say, good God!
I've got an SMG and an LMG, and like.
Yeah, I have the P90, and good Lord.
I call this the Whisper because it just says.
It just says go to sleep. Your dad's back from getting cigarettes. Sounds like helicopter.
They're creeping up on me.
Sir, I'm going to ask you to lay down and die, please. Thank you. Appreciate it. Thank you for serving your
It's
country.
not Italy. I mean, wait. Hold on. I got a bunch of countries confused for that joke. I don't even know where I was gonna go with it.
It happens.
Hold on,
we
we passed it. It's back over here.
Oh, okay. Yeet. Oh wow, we really missed it.
Yeah. Hold on. Let me see if I've got something better than this gold SMG. Only level 16. Ooh, got a level 18 Tommy gun. Try that out. I like it.
The basement beneath this store contains the battery packs you need, as well as the only
Celebration time, come on. I'm freaking drunk.
Oh my gosh, I missed the door. I'm an idiot.
I almost followed you too.
Remember, the blind must not lead. Also not me, because I'm drunk.
Oh my god.
So there's the deaf lead? I'm
We should wait for
confused.
Evan. Let the
Who
deaf
leads?
lead
In what
because-
situation does someone
Let
lead?
the deaf lead because they can't hear when you say stop, and it's really funny to see what happens.
It's like, I'm going to lead you to the promised land. We're going the wrong way. I've been lost for like
Is this an
30
escort
years.
mission? Oh, I hate escort missions. Someone just stand in front of him with a shield.
Oh, nothing really happens. It's nothing. He's good. It's a fake out. And,
I need his-
okay. It's like when your dad says he's going to go get the milk and he doesn't come back for like 20 years. It's kind of similar to that.
I'm gonna need his slow carrying on ass to go ahead and do it.
You are a bitch.
I know I do this every day, but my typing skills suck. It's a Skyrim skill tree that comes up typing as it too. Dun-dun.
Oh man.
I can't wait for Elder Scrolls 6.
It's going to be trash. I hate to say that. I hate to say it, but I kind of love to say it after the treatment they gave. Oh, we haven't had a good couch conversation in a while.
Mm-hmm.
There's been a lot of stuff that's been going on in the world of gaming. Man.
All right. Let's start with the big one.
Mm-hmm.
Cyberpunk 2077.
Yes.
I am excited for it because they pushed it back.
No, absolutely. I am with. We're at the point now, like people, they should push it back to have a better product. More time on something to let it cook is the best thing.
So I saw in an interview that they said they were always planning on because they knew they were going to have to do that hardware update at the very end, and like everyone was mentally prepared to push it back. And then when they finally did, it was like one of those. Yeah, we expected it to happen.
Yeah, I think there's a lot of things to be hopeful for. It's just I don't know. I just don't think Bethesda. I know it's nothing to do with Cyberpunk, but I'm thinking about just what they've just done and some of the worst business decisions and practices I've seen in a long time. They literally almost topped EA for how shitty of a company you can be. Like, it's pretty shocking. Angry Joe did like top worst games of 2019 or whatever.
It was Fallout 76.
Yeah, it was definitely the first one I think was Anthem. That was horrible. Oh my lord.
Ooh, restock.
Did you ever play Anthem?
I did. It was a mistake.
Did you pay full price for it?
Yeah.
Oh,
really?
Damn.
Because I was so excited for it. And then, like, how could you?
Well, when I originally saw the gameplay for it in I guess it was
No. Oh my god.
What?
I hit my thing down there and it blew up on me.
Oh dang. But yeah, because Aries actually called me that night. He was like, "Bro, look at Anthem, dude. It looks so good." I'm like, "Dude, I don't know. I don't know.
I didn't pay full price for it. I played
Ooh,
like
I got
$45.
melted.
I waited after a bit, and then there was an overhaul, and they called it an overhaul, and when you get into it, it was discounted. So then I got on there, and it was like, well, what did they fix? We don't know.
Yeah, I remember one of them were like, we got the, it's part of the Anthem 10-year journey, and they were like, well, what's in the 10-year journey? Tune in next time to find out.
Okay, it's tune in next week on the exciting episode of Dragon Ball Z. It's next week comes. So what's on it? See you guys next week. Sorry about that.
Yeah, see ya.
And they had no communication to the fans. They knew they had a shit product, and they did not hold it back.
Oh my gosh!
And
I
it
just
was
jumped down here, and there were 3 of them at the bottom of the steps.
Oh my god! That's him.
I'm gonna come and
I got him. Yeet. Hope actually, will that even land? I think I just missed. Oh no, it's killing him. There we go.
My biggest letdown of the decade was Mass Effect Andromeda.
You see, I will say this. They went back and they did fix... My biggest problem with that is they did not need to just cut the game off completely.
Yeah, no, the story was trash. Go back and fix the graphics all you want. I'll give you a second chance. But, what was the point of that game? Literally
well, the point was
happened.
nothing happened. I'm with you completely. They wanted to break it off into DLC. It wasn't even their main team that was in charge of the project. That game was set up to fail.
Yeah, they were missing some of the most important aspects of the game. It was like, well, oh, cool, my choices will matter in the future. I can see where you're setting up for that, but where are half the races?
Yeah.
Where is
it was
literally
poor.
half of the gaming community?
Yeah, it was pretty poor. There's just, in my honest opinion, Mass Effect trilogy, the trilogy as a whole, is some of the best games ever made. I love those games, and I want to play them now, but you can't because there's no PS4 edition, which I think that they're going to change that here soon. I think, and I hope they do. They need to, because a great storyline, great enemies, great weapons. I mean, just great everything. They literally knocked those games out of the park.
If you remastered that with Andromeda's combat, you would have, and you also fixed the ending properly. You would have the greatest.
Yeah, they should have. The indoctrination theory was the best. That was a fan theory that everyone believed, and I believed it too. I think the indoctrination thing. I still think it's the thing. I still think that makes more sense than what they gave. Because the ending they came out with, they literally fought tooth and nail. No, that's the ending. That's right. It's no, you dumbass. No, it's a terrible ending. And I guess some people won't like the ending sometimes, but that was a unanimous no. What were y'all thinking?
That's a no from me, dog.
Yeah. So, but Mass Effect Andromeda, I have a very... You're right. The story is not that great. The combat's amazing. They definitely got the combat down, but everything else faltered.
It felt like the entire story was... I spent the whole time being on the cusp of having the time of my life.
Yeah, you never reached that moment where you're just oh man, I love this game. You're just always
exploring the planets and stuff was cool, and it felt like I was constantly building up, and then I never got anywhere.
It's like those EDM songs that have that long build up, and the build up is, and then the final climax is trash. You know what I mean? Yeah, we all know those type of songs. That's what that game was. Every time you think it's about to go up to a high note, it just missed the mark every time. I'm with you on that for sure.
And because it was so cool to see all these cool weapons and stuff. They even had to customize your character and equip pretty much any loadout you want. That was so cool. I had such a cool character loadout and stuff. And then there were no enemies for me to fight. There were semi bosses, but you couldn't really do anything with them. They were bullet sponges.
Yeah.
Graphics were incredible, but
and even that's a stretch on some. The graphics were incredible. Some of the locations you went to, yeah, I 100% agree with you. The desert planet looks like Tatooine. Oh my god, it looks amazing.
Yeah, and you only introduced one new alien race. What was up with that?
It was technically, yeah, it is one, but then you find out at the end of the story that, yeah. Spoiler alert. Yeah, no, I'm with you on that. Again, what I feel the reason why they failed is because they gave this to a company, to the developers that just were not the top BioWare. But
Yeah.
Anthem has no excuse because that was their top team.
Yeah, that was
behind us.
BioWare Central, yeah, or whatever it is, BioWare
Well,
Main.
you don't put BioWare in charge of a game that's primarily action. And you don't put EA in charge of a story-based game. I don't understand how hard that is to grasp.
Yeah, that's why Jedi Fallen Order had to
EA's
be done by the Respawn.
Yeah. No, you put EA in charge of graphics. You put graphics and money and promotions. That's all you do. Literally all you do. BioWare, let them make the story. And
I'm
then
with you, yeah.
Let any other developer work on the combat and stuff for that, and you're going to have one of the best games ever made. And it's like, it's not that hard to grasp. But like, okay, BioWare, we see you guys have a knack for storytelling. You tend to weave masterful pieces. We see the Mass Effect series. We see the Dragon Age series. It's just, they're all great. So we want you to make a storyless loot and shooter. What?
Yeah, you're right. Yeah,
And like, they're all in the boardroom, and the EA executives are like, okay, so, and EA, you guys make the best graphics of all time and stuff. We want you in charge of the story. Wait, what? And that's how you get Mass Effect Andromeda with no facial expressions on a character?
like
What?
it just blows my mind how some of these guys. That's why I have no respect for Big and Griffin. I can't remember which one it was. They were talking about like how some of the stuff that EA's come out with. If I remember the conversation correctly, how some of the stuff they come out with has been really good. I'm like, well, in statistics, you have two things. You have a thing called reliability, and you have something called consistent. Something can be consistent but not reliable, but you cannot have it the other way around. EA is not reliably consistent. Like even Square Enix sometimes is not even reliably consistent.
Yeah.
They're like, everyone's like, oh man, they've been doing really good here recently. Ah, fuck. Let's just rewind the clock. Rewind the clock a few years. It's nuts. It's nuts.
I just remember seeing when Destiny came out, like the first Destiny, and
absolute shit.
It was like the launch Destiny was so bad that I think I played it for 2 days. I beat the game and then I turned it back in, and I was like, yeah, I don't regret turning that game in at all. And then somebody, I think the next day, had talked to me about it. And they're like, man, I've been playing Destiny. It's so good. And I was like, what the fuck?
I guarantee you, dude. This is like, it's so stupid because like there are fans out there that literally will fight and die tooth and nail defending
So Destiny is such a good concept, and once Bungie, when Bungie is given full creative rights and the money for it, you get incredible stuff, which is what happened with the Vault of Glass. Did you guys ever do the Vault of Glass?
Yeah, I actually played the whole edition, and I got the Taken King edition of the first game, and I beat the whole thing.
And you did do the raids, right?
Yep.
And were the raids not one of the greatest experiences of your life?
Yeah, but there wasn't that many of them.
Exactly. There was one, it was incredible, and then once you did it, what am I supposed to do?
Exactly. You redo the same missions, go to the same areas, no variation of anything. Like they didn't do anything. It was lazy.
And so what they needed to do was they needed to wait until they had all of Destiny, like Rise of Iron, Taken King, all of that ready at once, or for free. And then,
but that's the whole thing with games as a service, though. It'll never happen like that.
Because if you had that as if you had that game for free, that you would have blown the public away. Regular content updates.
Yeah, that's what makes me even more upset, because until Bungie proves himself to not be the corporate asshole that, and don't get me wrong, I know they were in charge by another company. I get that, but they have a lot to prove since they went on their own. They have a lot to prove, because a lot of the faith in Bungie. Honestly, the only companies that I even still have faith in is probably CD Projekt Red, Respawn Entertainment, absolutely, and
Obsidian.
Outer Worlds was good. It could have been more, but that was their first time out of the But yeah.
So Outer Worlds, that was their That was their first major IP solo, apart from Fallout.
And it was good. It's a good first start. I'm not saying
it is great.
Yeah.
So the thing is, you can't say it's. No one can say it's perfect, but what's wrong with it? That's the question I like to ask.
Yeah,
people.
no bugs.
Sure.
I mean, you got a good, compelling single player story, and
It's not fantastic.
The
but
combat
there's
is
nothing wrong.
okay.
yeah,
It's
combat
not-
has never been.
It's
Combat
not
has never
amazing.
been anything. I've never really
Wrong way.
thought that the combat's always been.
Oh,
just
sorry, Evan.
outstanding.
Hey, back this way.
Oh, what? I never thought the combat's just been utterly outstanding in any of the Fallout games. I play them for the RPG element and the story.
Yeah,
when I play
exactly.
Fallout. Fallout combat to me is it's not.
See,
necessarily boring, but
Fallout
sometimes
4
it
was
is.
good combat, in my opinion. I love
Yeah,
the Fallout 4 combat.
Fallout 4 was good.
Compared
I
to
think
the
Fallout 3, Fallout 3 in New Vegas sucked in combat. Their combat was ass. Their combat was
I
trash.
don't know. I love Fallout 3. I'd rather play Fallout 3 in New
hate
Vegas
it.
more than Fallout 4. Just because the story is so much better.
I hated the combat in Fallout 3.
Man.
Like, every time I shot somebody, the bullet went literally... I mean, it was like what's that movie with Angelina Jolie?
Okay, well,
where they could curve the bullets?
Well, Fallout
Yeah.
3 was a little bit weird because I remember looking up at that. Something about like how the aiming was, like in third person. It was like a weird perspective, and even if you're in first person, this perspective was off. Because like you try to aim down the gun barrel, you can't, and it's like a third person view of a gun. We're trying to aim down the sights. It didn't really make sense.
It just always sucked. And then Fallout 4 actually let me have good gun gameplay.
But then the story faltered with Fallout 4.
Yeah,
but the
it did.
Fallout 3 in New Vegas story is amazing.
Yeah.
So I actually kind of liked the Fallout 4 story, but like only for the Sean story.
I like the Sean story. I thought that was good. I just feel like every
I thought
other.
it was-
Sorry.
Because you get there and you're like, wow, that was a good plot twist, and it wasn't really hinted at. I like it when there's
Sure.
obvious signs that something
Yeah.
changes.
Yeah.
It was you
But-
didn't know it was gonna come. It just happened. You're like, whoa.
But once it happens, you're like, that's perfectly plausible. Like, there's no
Yeah.
reason for me to doubt that, and that's why I liked it so much.
Sure, I'm with you on that. My problem with Fallout 4 is I feel like they did a really bad job with the Brotherhood of Steel. Most of the
Yeah.
factions were stupid. The Railroad was really dumb. The whole I thought
actually liked the idea of the Railroad. I thought they were the only good ones. Like,
you say. Well, technically, the true best faction in the whole game was apparently the most undercooked of them all. It was the Minutemen.
Yeah, Minutemen.
Who literally used the Minutemen at the end? Nobody.
Nobody.
I mean, you would
Well,
either
it's
go,
like-
sorry, what?
You finish with the Minutemen either way. It's like, oh, you're no matter what you do.
Yeah,
you're gonna
exactly. Yeah,
help. And did you guys play the Nuka-Cola DLC? That
I did, and I didn't like it. I thought it was.
I thought that should have been. So I saw what the premise they were going with for it, and I was like, you should have put that in the beginning of the game because you forced me to play as someone who is getting involved in all this. When really, I could have just the moment I found out my son is a dying old man, I could have gone full bandit with no problem.
I'm just gonna say this straight up: being a raider does not make sense in Fallout for you as the main character. Like, it doesn't fit. Like, there's nothing beneficial of going around and being a raider at all. You can't like make your own raider gang. You know what I'm saying? Like, there's no point in you being a raider.
Apart from killing people. For no
Other
reason.
than that, but like, if a raider has raiders are going in groups and you do missions particular to raiders. I don't know. That's what I think. But like the Nuka-Cola world, I hated that because if you weren't a raider or wanted to be a raider, you couldn't. You had to end it early, and it was stupid. Like, the DLC was rendered mute and pointless because if you did not go the raider route and you didn't like go back to the wasteland and like take over settlements with the raiders, you couldn't continue the story, which was
And, like,
stupid.
that should have been an option for the game, not a DLC for it.
Exactly. That should, like, every DLC should have an option. It's like, hey, well, if you did this route, this is the story you get. Even Far Harbor was super like. All the DLCs in Fallout 4, in my opinion, were really weak compared to like Fallout New Vegas or Fallout 3. Like, dude, Fallout 3's DLCs were fucking awesome. Operation Anchorage, the Pit, Point Lookout, which that honestly they got a lot of things from Far Harbor from Point Lookout. Oh, what else did they have? They had the Broken Steel, which is you can continue the game after you die.
Which that should have been in the original game.
Should have, yes, I agree.
Fox
But Fallout 3 in its Fallout 3 in itself was a full game when it released. Like everything else that came after was like extra. Oh, and the last one was Mothership Zeta. That was awesome.
I never got to play Mothership Zeta because on my PS3 it corrupted that file.
Oh no! Damn. Okay, that's. I'm so sorry. Like that. Do y'all say file or do you say characters? I say file. Like if I make a new file, like it's like a new character.
I'll say
depends
characters.
on the context.
I'm gonna throw my grenade. Watch this, my incendiary grenade. Bye bye. Haha, they're all dead. Oh my god, they're literally all gone. But yeah, Outer Worlds. So back to what I was saying about Outer Worlds. I felt like the melee combat, which when I play games like Outer Worlds or Fallout, I always like to go melee build. I'm a stealth guy. I love doing stealth. It's super fun. The stealth was off. The stealth didn't really work that well in my opinion in Outer Worlds. I felt like the melee combat was really bad. Like melee combat sucked in Outer Worlds. It doesn't have any weight to it. It feels like you're kind of throwing around a balloon. Kind of like Oblivion did a little bit, but at least Oblivion had better combat. I don't know. It's kind of hard to explain. But the gunplay was okay. But then again, it wasn't because there's just... I can't explain it. It just felt stiff, the actual combat. But everything else, I felt like the story was good. I will say this. This is more of a nitpicky thing for me. I hated the armors. I hated, like... I like the whole laser gun thing. I'm okay with, like, the whole space cowboy type vibe. But there was, like, not one thing of armor in that game that I thought was like, damn, this looks really good. Like, everything just wasn't my... It was like a... It's like Fallout, the Fallout world. Like, you know, they're not like, it's like they went from like the 60s and then like they went futuristic, but they stayed in the 60s type, you know, clothes. Retrofuturism, yeah. But this one's like even more retro. I don't. It's like they had those old sci-fi movies. And that's what they based all the armors off of. Those like really ugly tin can armor suits and stuff. And when I play a game, I want to look good and feel good, and I never really felt that in Outer Worlds, and that's just probably because
customization is like a thing I have to have for an RPG for me to enjoy it.
So, okay, did you like the customization in Outer Worlds? Because I have a point to make, depending on... Interesting. Okay, I'm just going to go and say this. I am fucking tired of first-person games having customization in it. It makes no sense. Why would you customize a character you will never see other than the inventory screen? You know what I'm saying?
I respect that.
It's like, when I play a game, I want to be able to, like right now, Division, I love looking at my dude. Like, my guy looks fucking great. Like, and I think it's cool. Like, you want to, you know, look at your guy's outfit and be like, dang, like, I put a lot of effort into this character. But, like, in Outer Worlds, you can't look at your character. And, like, you have there's some cool outfits, I guess, that I found. That was, like, a cool gas mask. But, like, in Cyberpunk, like, most of the cutscenes are going to be in first person. Rather than the cutscene, like, the third-person cutscenes.
I thought there was an option to make it in third person.
It's all, from what I saw on the news, at one point I remember reading the article, it was, like, first-person cutscenes. Like, dialogue. Like, because Witcher 3 had, like, the third-person dialogue stuff. Because it was more of a third-person game.
When was it ever first person? It was completely.
That's a good point. I don't know why I said that, but yeah, exactly.
Witcher DLC,
first person shooter, crossbow edition.
Infinity Ward.
Yeah.
Oh my God, Ramirez, get that ass to the Burger Town.
Ramirez, what the hell are you doing?
I want to see Geralt of Rivia in Call of Duty. I'd pay everything to see that.
Yeah.
This is, I don't know. Something stupid like that would be funny.
Challenge to Witcher. Is that a death wish?
Alright, Roach. Geralt, that's a tank. I'll use Igni to stop it.
I'm just-
Geralt?
That's a
actually-
M1 Abrams. That's a about 20,000 pound tank. You're not moving that shit.
I hate portals. Geralt, focus. Focus, Geralt.
It's okay. I have that like slow move and then that shield, Qun or whatever it is.
Oh yeah, and like it's like 30 guys just open fire on him.
Just obliterate him.
All of a sudden, it's his freaking boots, like smoke coming out of his boots.
What I'm imagining now is actually, you know, the cutscene in Modern Warfare 2 when like General Shepard kills Roach. And
Yeah.
instead of Roach, it's actually the horse Roach, and he just shoots
Freaking Roach carries you out of the freaking battlefield, and it just
Why am I walking? Okay, there we go.
Yeah, it's I think it's the I don't know. Oh man, that's hilarious. I would pay money to see stuff like that. Ugh. Like Geralt in real life. Like, you know what I mean? Like
It's actually Geralt and Rope as what's his name? And Roach.
Siri? Oh, sorry, I didn't know.
Who's Price and Roach on the Arctic mission? Roach, what's your heartbeat sensor?
No, that's Soap. It's like what's his name? What's his name?
Replace Soap with Geralt.
Yeah, he's like,
Roach.
what's your heartbeat sensor?
Yeah, and then it's just the horse like sneaking around assassinating people with a knife.
Oh my gosh! Like in his mouth, he's just like.
Look at he Zabuzas them. He just is freaking on the Naruto bridge, just Zabuzas everybody.
And then there's actually a hard cut at the very end of it, and that's how the BoJack Horseman universe came into existence.
Well, I freaking love BoJack. The new season's about to come on. Actually, do you know that?
It comes out tomorrow. At the
Are
final
you
season.
fucking serious? Oh, dude, you've made everything better. God.
It's the last episode. Fix Bayonets.
Fix Bayonet. I was about to say something. Oh crap.
I
Okay.
got critical for that melee.
Damn. But yeah, so here's my question to you guys. Yes or yes? Oh, fix bayonets, by the way, guys. Fix bayonets. Can't shoot. Don't shoot. Don't shoot. Don't shoot. Come on, boys. Beat his ass. Beat his ass.
Oh god.
There we go. See, we have power in numbers.
Oh fuck.
Yes or yes? Is Geralt going to be in the Cyberpunk? I think he is.
There's gonna.
I think there will be a reference. Yeah.
I think
like,
Siri
they'll
will
just-
be.
Yeah, I think Siri will. But I kind of don't want him to be in there.
No, they have no. This is the one time
I
I'll
don't-
disagree
don't-
with you. They need to be in
Yeah,
that.
I don't want him to be in there.
But why not? Because like Siri went there in Witcher 3.
It's just gonna be so fucking weird. Like
I
keep
don't
the
know.
Witcher in the Witcher universe. Like I don't want to see him in Cyberpunk.
But she can go through
You're right
portals
that
and
you
go
have to
different
work.
universes.
Easter
Yeah,
egg that
but,
you have
like-
to work for, not something you're handed. Like-
she's just gonna feel out of place. Like I'm just
No,
gonna.
no,
feel
I'm
like
not
they
saying
threw
as a
her in
main
there.
part of the game. I'm saying like for like a funny little side mission.
Okay, yeah. If
Easter egg-
it's like
Yeah,
it's a
no,
really, really
exactly.
secret side mission,
Yes.
yes,
That's what I'm
fine,
talking
but I
about.
don't want her in the fucking main game as like a actual quest.
Like here's my hypothesis. It's going to be like a mission where it's like you're supposed to help this like lady, and she is like wearing a hood trying to escape like these like guys after her.
yes,
And then
that would
like
be dope.
by the time like you're done with the mission, she's going to be like, "Hey, thank you so much. I gotta get back to my world." And you'll be like, "Wait, where are you from?" She says, "Oh, you wouldn't get it." And then like she puts down her hood, and it's Siri. $10.
Yes.
I'm calling it.
So that would actually be really fucking dope.
I see what you're going for there, and I actually think it's going to be something along the lines of like you're going through security cams and you see her like fighting a bunch of people and teleporting.
Oh,
yeah.
okay, that's good. I won't argue. I won't
I
argue.
guess
That was
then,
clean.
like you can get a skill that would basically like if you're in like the cyber world will let you teleport.
Oh, I got one above that. What if you get Siri's sword?
As a
that'd be
melee
dope.
weapon, absolutely.
Dude, I feel like
The silver sword.
Yes.
yeah. Oh my god, dude! Every time like you swing, it goes da
effective
da 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 da
It's
da.
Oh my god.
It's surprisingly effective against monsters.
Is
The monsters of freaking Cyberpunk. No, I think Cyberpunk's gonna be it's gonna be a good game. I don't like first person game. Borderlands is like I lost interest in Borderlands just because it was first person.
So
Yeah, that's
Borderlands
right, yeah.
actually played for the story, which I know you're not supposed to do with Borderlands, but Borderlands 2 was so good. I was disappointed in Borderlands 3.
No, I can get that. I actually did not beat the second one because I got to the part where like, because me and Aries actually played it, but Aries kind of got under-leveled at one point and he's kind of stopped wanting to play it, and I was just like, I get it.
You can't do anything.
You can't.
Yeah.
No.
Yeah, once you're under-leveled, you're screwed.
Yeah, once if it ever happens, the game becomes just not fun. It becomes unplayable.
I will remember you.
Yeah, I don't think Borderlands 3, from what I saw, really had the problem though. What I was seeing,
it didn't have the problem with action. The
action
action
thriller.
stuff in the game was incredible, but the story was stupid, and I didn't.
Yeah, the main antagonists were really horrible. I don't know what they were thinking.
Well,
Just
the
because
main
YouTubers are
antagonists
big in the world doesn't mean you should make a villain off them.
So the reason was there was no reason to care. Because Handsome Jack was like, Handsome Jack hired you, betrayed you, and then you're like, hey, screw this guy. But then he slowly, you slowly get sucked into.
Look at Nolan North too. Does such a good job with that fucking character. He's.
I didn't know Nolan North voiced him.
Yep. Handsome Jack. He's just, and I killed him. It's just like stuff like that. It's like he's
the
just.
moral of the story is you're a little bitch.
Yeah, that's like stuff like that. Like he's just really well written too. Like anybody,
He's my
honestly,
all-time favorite villain in every video.
He's such a good villain that like you could literally probably have most any voice actor play the character and they would probably do a pretty decent job. Like he's just like it's just like you get to play an asshole. It's like you get to pretend to be an asshole.
Well, Borderlands 3 had a DLC where you don't play as him, but like something like you play as someone that's pretending to be him. But you have his voice actor back, I think.
Oh yeah, no, yeah.
Okay. Who is the best antagonist in video games you've ever seen?
Handsome Jack is my favorite.
Out of all video games, okay. So that's not a bad choice. I'll give you that.
I like him, but I would definitely say he's not my favorite.
I wouldn't say he's the best, but personally, like, he's what happens when you roll a bard in D&D to become the best possible citizen.
Yeah. Oh, that guy's dead. Bye-bye. They're all dead. Okay, whoever's on that Gatling gun, good job. I'm proud of you. My favorite villain in all of gaming has to be Kreia from Knights of the Republic 2.
Yeah, I figured. Yeah, I did.
I love Kreia. If you've ever played Knights of the Republic 2, and like, cause she's like in your. Have you ever played that, Hunter?
I didn't play the second one. I played the first one.
Oh, you need to play the second one. You need to play the second one. Her philosophy on everything, because she not only was a Jedi, she was a Sith, and then she became like this gray Jedi where she wants to literally destroy the Force, and it's so cool. It's probably one of the best because she also trained Revan too. So it's just so freaking cool. Looks like we have to go to Settlement. You just want to go to the castle one that's like south of here. Looks like there's a mission there. You have to go speak to somebody. You probably get another main mission if you do that, I guess.
Oh, 1 second. I'm getting. I just got a new weapon.
I will remember you. Oh, my buddy Cameron, who got the game, he just sent me an invite. Well, he sent me a friend request. So we have another boyo in the clan. Yeah.
What? Because like I feel like we're not going to be able to get a proper answer out of that because there are so many different villains. Because pure entertainment value and just favorite one that I hated the most was Handsome Jack. Just because have you ever had a villain who calls you up on the phone to insult you? And then hangs up? The absolute novelty of that is so like it was so new to me. I never had like. I didn't know what
somebody
to do
that
with
would
it.
actively shit talk you throughout the entirety of the entire game.
Yes, and then like even when you did stuff, he was
I am on fire.
He was actually smart and competent, so he would undermine whatever you did. He'd find a way to do that. And then like at the full time, he actually believed he was the hero. Like he believed what he was doing was right. And all right, we're gonna teleport to the White House so I can get our bearings.
Yeah. Let's see.
And then I did love the Reapers from Mass Effect simply for that one line. It's why do you do this? You exist because don't ask us questions you can't understand. You exist because we allow it, and you will die because we
You see, I don't like the whole we're a god and like you're our creation. I thought that's a cop out. I think that's a no. I will say this: you could stick with that, but do the indoctrination theory, where like the gods are like these like demented, horrifying monstrosities that like want to just assimilate
So
you.
I see that, but I liked the idea because the gods were in every other rendition of something like that. It was like, oh, well, we're gods. We can do what it want. And the Reapers were like, we don't have to explain ourselves to you. We're
Yeah.
above you.
I
Like, it's
just.
such a...
But here's my question, Blob. Where can you take Mass Effect now? Like the first encounter war, the first encounter.
Jesus. Yeah,
So,
well,
no,
that I feel like that's the only other thing that people really know
They
about.
do not
that's in the
need to leave.
games.
They do not ever. It's like, listen to me, BioWare. Don't ever fucking leave the main galaxy again. Don't go to some Andromeda galaxy. No one wants to play as Ryder.
My idea would be to rectify it. What they would need to do is since in Andromeda, you know how you can hear all of the transmissions and stuff of the Reapers and like find out the truth of that.
Yeah.
The second Andromeda game, since it takes place hundreds and hundreds of years after the main universe was like fixed and stuff by the Reapers, what should happen is like while you're trying to get things in order, the main universe sets up their own version of a mass relay because they've had like 1,000 years to do that, and then you can travel between the two galaxies. So then you have this entire you have the entire main galaxy and the fleet and all of that bringing their advanced technology, and you're trying to spread into the Andromeda galaxy with that while facing that new ultra threat. That would be the best way to do it.
I just feel like, don't get me wrong. I don't mind being the Pathfinder. But like they came out so bad with story and like just I did not want to play the game.
Mm-hmm.
Like I thought the combat was good and I feel like I enjoyed it a lot. But like, other than that, yeah, all the characters were massive. Cora was okay. She was okay. Everyone else was shat.
The voice actor for that Liam dude?
Oh, he needs to get fired. Never do it again.
I couldn't tell what accent that was.
It's called asshole. I don't know. I don't know. I don't have anything funny to say to that. He just wasn't good. There was rarely any good voice acting going on in that game.
I liked the old disgruntled Krogan. I enjoyed
Yeah,
him.
but Rex is the best, man. Like you had.
So one person I did like was Vera, and I'm trying to just because she was like the shit mom. She was the Turian woman.
Yeah, she's okay.
You had to go out of your way to talk to her, but after you did, it was like, oh, wait, you're actually kind of fun. Because she was like, yeah, oh yeah, no, I smuggled in some popcorn for everybody during movie night. It's like,
But
oh,
here's
yeah,
my
you guys
problem
need
with
your sheets?
it.
I already replaced them for you.
Here's my problem with it. They set some of the best characters in gaming. Garrus, Rex, the Salamander dude.
Morden Solus.
Morden, yeah. Morden was awesome. They made those guys. He made me, if I ever want to play, like, if you get to play as an alien in Mass Effect, I would want to play as that race because he was so badass. He was like this medic that can.
Genealogy from Krogan to Batarian. I am the definition of a scientist on that read.
Exactly my point. So I got it just makes me sad just because like it's like they are like, all right guys, let's just same alien races in the party, but let's do a gender swap on a couple of them and see what happens. And they just, when you up the ante, like when you say I'm going to make another Mass Effect game, you got to bring your A game.
Yeah.
And they fucking dropped the ball.
They focus so much on the combat. No one came here for the combat.
I will agree with you. I will agree with you. Yeah.
Oh, but I that just made me realize. So, I think I know my villain.
Okay. Yeah. What's your villain?
Caius
Exclusively?
Ballad from
Oh, I
Final Fantasy.
fucking knew that. Of course.
Yeah,
I knew that. I knew
Caius
that.
Ballad.
I should have
Just
assumed
what a
that.
just a fucking great villain.
Yeah, you're a massive Caius fan.
Dude, like he like big balls of steel. He's probably. I also like stories too, where I get through these stories and like everything always works out. But like Caius is the one person that just shits on everyone's plans, and he's the one that gets.
Oh,
to
we also
fix
got
it.
a weekly cash in our clan box, by the way.
Oh.
Go check that out. But like yeah,
Finally paid off.
Caius Bell, like he automatically, like the very first couple of scenes in the beginning of the game beats the main
Oh.
character of the last game. He just dicks on her.
Oh my god, guys, pause for a second. I got a gold 1886.
Oh.
That's the rifle. I'm so happy.
Oh, hold on. So we go to clan. How do we open that?
You go to the chest. It's right there.
I'm lost.
Hold on, I'm sorry. Like
Oh,
we're over
it's
here.
over there.
This chest right here. Wait, no, you're over here. Yeah, but you're not even with us. Yeah, I just got a great drop
Okay,
actually.
so I do. Did you guys ever play the Dragon Age games?
Yeah, dude, I love Dragon Age.
I was pretty pissed off about it, but when you go back and realize it, Solus from Dragon Age, really good.
Yeah, he's fantastic.
Yeah.
I don't.
You
If
played
people
the
hate him,
Trespasser DLC, right?
yeah, I beat the whole game. I like Inquisition. I thought it was a
I
good
did
game.
too. And like I was really mad because I felt betrayed by it, but then at the end of it, that makes perfect sense. And I'm like, oh, okay, well, I can't be.
Yeah, and they left it so open-ended. Like the next game, there's just so many. It's like they're setting up a Mass Effect with Dragon Age. You know what I'm saying? Because you made so many decisions.
They announced the new one.
Yeah,
And,
and I heard there's gonna be like dragon combat or something. I don't know how to feel about that.
What did you play as in Dragon Age?
Actually, I finished I did a rogue the first time I played, and I liked him okay, but I got so tired of dying in one hit that like I went to a Knight Enchanter for my next playthrough,
that
and
was
Knight
my-
Enchanter
that was my
is
second
badass.
I finished with a Knight Enchanter, and I did everything right except I sided with the Templars instead of the Mages because I felt that would be more in character. And also, I couldn't make Liliana a softie and make her divine. So I decided I was going to start another playthrough before the new Dragon comes
Wait,
out.
Liliana.
Your Spy Master?
Oh, you made
know
her?
how-
I make Cassandra.
Well,
The-
yeah, you can make Cassandra divine, but what I did was so there's a way you can soften Liliana's heart to make her the perfect divine. Because then she has all the knowledge and powers of a Spy Master, but she has the love of the Pope. And I was unable to do that. 'cause
This
I'm a
alcohol's not
CP.
showing me any love right now. Oh, God. Damn.
Drink some water.
No, I mean like I'm running out of. I need to mix that in with some Dr Pepper again. Woohoo! Damn, dicky damn. I put a whole
Okay,
crap
let
ton
me,
of that.
let me mark our next mission. There's a
Mark
main
your
mission
next
down there,
mission.
but
Oh,
it's still the Spy Master.
So yeah, but no, mine would actually villain.
There's a
is
mission right
probably, like-
south, headquarters, DCD headquarters.
Ooh,
Too
yeah.
late. Already teleported right to control point.
Oh,
But-
fuck me. All right. Where are you at?
Control point to your right.
Oh, okay. All right, back to what you were saying about Caius.
Oh yeah, so but Caius, one of the villains that does win. I actually do like some stories after I get through playing a bunch of other stories where the good guy wins, and then you actually end up having where the bad guy's just super smart, fucking powerful, that he outsmarts everybody and wins. I always like that guy because Caius is not. He's like a tragic hero. That's one of my favorite. That's probably my favorite archetype of villains. Is somebody who was a hero, falls from grace, does the whole turn around basically into a 180 to their own philosophy. Not just
Why does he have to
turns
fall
around,
from grace? Not grace.
but he's also, I think, the only person that just dicks on everybody in a series that he just does. It's unlike any other game I've ever seen where the villain just completely dicks on whoever he fights. He just there's the heroes do not beat him. He just dicks on everyone.
You know what I hate most in games is where they build up. It's like, oh my gosh, guys, that guy that we're about to fight is like the toughest guy ever, and like you fucking whip his ass super easily.
I am gonna take a
Yeah.
quick hiatus. Holly just got here.
Tell
So
Holly I
I'm
said hi.
Jake says hi, by the way, Holly.
Hi.
So, ooh, wait, hold on, purple stuff.
Yeah, I know. Let the loot distract you from your wife, your fiance.
Give me like 20 to 30 minutes while we get that fixed, and then I'll be back.
No, you're good, bro. Go do your thing.
Okay, so I'm gonna have to log out for that because I'll get kicked either way.
Nah, you're good. Do your thing. You're good, brother. You is good. Agent has gone offline. I am now group leader.
What the hell?
I'm sorry. I like talking in my voice like this. So, is this annoying? Fuck you.
Just depending on how long you do it.
That's a very valid point, Commander. Wait, we're in his world. We don't need to be here anymore.
Yeah.
Let me go back to my world. I'm going back home.
Fuck.
And then I can just run on you. But I'm probably going to end the stream here, guys. Thank you guys so much for tuning in. If you like this video, please leave a like, comment, and subscribe. Probably going to be bringing some Sims 4 gameplay here soon. We're going to really have a fun time with that. Just really dick around. So if you want to be a part of that, please leave a like, comment, and again, subscribe. Catch you guys on the flip side. Deuces. All right, game. Come on. It's like, you know,